Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ESL Challenger League Season 49. We are jumping on in to the Asian region today, and boy, have we got a stellar matchup for you. But first, I'm Mac, and this is Pilly, also known as Pilski, also known as Pilsner Pingu. Many names for this individual and many stories for every one of those names, of course. Mitch, how you feeling?
Feeling fantastic, getting to watch the domestic derby in China that is Lynn Vision against Rare Atom. Used to be that the giants of the Chinese scene was, your Vichis against your Tai Lu's. Tai Lu's kind of in a weird spot right now. Still a very strong team nonetheless, but I really do feel like the top two dogs in China right now are probably your Lynn Vision and your Rare Atom. So this should be a fantastic game.
It certainly should be. Now, let's have a quick look at the group and see how it's been going so far here in Asia. And as you can see, LVG at the top of the table, only losing one map so far. And RA, the other team we're having a look at, it's a bit more of a rocky ride for them so far. 12 matches played, 5 losses, 7 wins. But I believe, from what I remember, they've actually played a lot of the top of the table teams, whereas LVG has not. So they've been punching down. And today's matchup could look closer than what the table's telling us.
Oh, for sure. I think this is very winnable for either one of these teams. I think for Lynn Vision, I mean, they've got a Pro League around the corner. Oh, no, it's Tai Lu. I think that's the representative in the Pro League. But I think Lynn Vision might have made it there as well. Have to doubly fact check that one. They're definitely on track to be making another Pro League, though, being 9-1 in their group. Indeed, They are playing the play-in. So... yeah, really looking forward to seeing what Lynn Vision is able to do over there. For Rare Atom, I mean, they are a team that we've been seeing for a while. They're a team that did represent Asia over in the RMR of the last couple. And Li Hung will be the player that we choose to watch. He has been an absolute standout on Rare Atom. I think Rare Atom have been, for me, a combination of... great Chinese up-and-coming riflers, Li Hung being a case in point, one of them. You have to give Child King his flowers as well, mixed with some veteran players of the Chinese scene, and it's turned out to be a bit of a match made in heaven. I think this is a team that's greater than the sum of its parts in a lot of respects, however, can sometimes look a little bit rough around the edges.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. So far from what we've seen from RA, it goes well sometimes, and then other times when it should go well on paper, it just capitulates and crumbles. But it looks like we are going to be having old mate somebody back in the lineup today. He sort of disappeared for a couple of weeks there. I think that's, from what I remember, how RA ended up getting a couple of their losses because they were playing with a stand-in. Didn't have the leadership that they needed, but that being said, it's gone all over the place. It's been an interesting time for RA. That being said, I'm expecting the AWP matchup here head-to-head to look very interesting, although we are doing the fly-through on Anubis, and you know what that means. It's not necessarily one of the better maps for AWPers to really flourish, so we'll see if they end up even going for it, or if they're just going to be, those extra riflers in the mix.
Yeah, I think you can definitely take over the game with an AWP on Anubis, but it requires sometimes the other team making mistakes. You're going for those aggressive CT positions. You can find a couple of nice little angles. Having a look at the veto here, though, I mean, the fly-through always gives it away, doesn't it? The map will come down to Anubis, which is not going to be too surprising. This is a map that gets played to death here in ECL Asia. The Mongolian teams love it, the East Russian teams love it, and the Chinese teams love it. So Anubis is going to be right in the middle of the map here in Asia.
Not a bad place to kick off the series either, these two best of ones. And we're getting tempted again, Mitch. See that last ban? See the train float? You see it? Watch it not even get close to train on that second best of one.
You know what? It actually might happen, though, because it was actually played recently. Who was it? Was it LVG? I'm pretty sure it's LVG that did play it in one of these series recently, and it went pretty well. Oh, man.
Don't do it.
Gonna have to be
digging
back. But definitely, one of these teams does like train. 100% I can tell you that. I just there's been so many matches lately that I can't even dig through the recent results fast enough.
Yeah.
And we're getting into game. But I really wouldn't be surprised to see Train coming out. We'll focus on Anubis, though. Somebody go one. Apparently, it's somebody go mid. 5 players running straight up mid. You got Rare Adam going straight up the guts here into the A site.
Let's see if Summer's going to be able to crack the entries here. Call me Sue. Call me Whip City, baby. Not looking too good there, but they do have full A main control. Water rotates. All 4 looking to retake from the A main area. It's just them pretty much re-executing back on the A site. Rare Adam, Heaven control. Bomb going to be planted for them, but the smoke goes well. Denies vision. Double broken wall swing going to be coming through, but it looks like Rare Adam, the trade game, is just that much better. All fighting in numbers, and it goes way too well. So mid pump, no defense there, and no chance at a retake.
Full save now for Lynn Vision. And Rare Adam, the up tempo pistol works very well for them. It is running straight up the guts, does well. DX Dangerous, who on earth is this? Lee Hung? I mean, it has to be Child King, I'm assuming, unless they're playing with a stand-in again today for a different player. Should be a pretty clean anti-eco. Have you seen much of Call Me Sue?
I've seen a few games of his now. I've heard a lot of things, but I haven't seen a lot from him in the games that I've watched. So maybe I've just watched the bad games, and some of the other boys have watched the good games, you know?
Yeah, I think he's been up and down. He's been pretty decent. It seems like he has a pretty good grasp on, like, how to use his utility well compared to some of the other teams in Asia, I would like to say.
Yeah.
And he has had some pretty sharp games, so I actually think he's going to be a pretty promising prospect to come into this Lynn Vision team. Might be the player that they've been looking for a while. That, look, they kept a Fufu for a long time. They clearly couldn't find another player that they wanted to get in China. Oh. Child King on the prowl with the MAC-10 wants to get a bit of a farm on, and he's given the opportunity to do so, but well traded by Westmelon. And now it seems like the rest of Rare Adam are going to ride on in and pick up the pieces. Only MAC-10 and armor lost. That's a pretty nice anti-eco for Rare Adam.
Why is Child King DX Dangerous? Spin me the narrative. Spin me the yarn. You got nothing? Thanks, Mitch.
I just think that you know, Child King has got to be one of the best or worst names, depend on who you ask. In right up there with Rip Pablo Escobar and some of the other ones. So I don't know. It might be time for a rebrand, is what I'm thinking. I'm going to get a little bit of a main contest here from somebody working the map. Good to see him back in the roster. I don't know, Jordan was telling me that he is staying in Rare Adam. Someone who's been hinting at his retirement for quite a while. He's the B main aggression in the mid round, though.
Oh, good timing on the swing, Lee Hung. Here's that molly, and no cover. Little bit of a misplay, arguably, from Starry. And then he'll get flashed back into his death as well. Lee Hung was locking in that B main control. In the meanwhile, Child King trying to take space at mid, gets deleted. Amelia, very ready for another man. And Rare Adam, they had a 5v3. They are all split up. Somebody, huge space on A, will win that engagement. And with the A site full clear, bomb will come eventually. And it should be LVG to try and save here. But will they be allowed?
Yeah, you're definitely wanting to hunt down with the MAC-10s, aren't you? Try and get some more value out of those. Can see Rare Adam's in hot pursuit. They're feeling very comfortable with their A-side after plant here. Summer really looking to try and find Zaka and Call Me Sue. But he's going to get taken out pretty easily. And it looks like these rifles will be safe in the hands of Lynn Vision. But with only 2 rifles kept over, you'll probably be a half buy around the rifles next round, unless you want to go down to MP9s and things like that. And for Rare Adam, that's round number 3-1 with 3 rifles up. They're off to a fantastic start here on the T side of Anubis. And this is a super interesting game for me because I'm kind of thinking to myself, like, Tyloo's in a bit of a period of parity. They're playing with attacker. Is that a stand-in? Is that like a permanent addition? What the hell's going on there?
Yeah.
But even with their core four, they can still be a top team in China. Like, they are still really, really solid core four. So it's nice to get a little bit of like a power check here on Lynn Vision versus Rare Atom and get an idea of what this kind of triangle at the top of the Chinese scene is looking like right now.
Yeah, it is weird that it is that kind of triangle, right? I've just gone back and had a look. I thought Rare Atom played a lot of better teams, but they have lost maps to THE, to Charisma, to minus 72C. They got 2-0'd by the Huns. Like, that's all their losses. That's, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, this format doesn't necessarily like reward you for performing super well in the groups or anything like that. Like, you do get seeding advantage or like seeded ahead a little bit, but like, you know, it's dude, we're in season 49 of ECL. We don't have to pretend that it is not what it is. Like, teams do not always bring their full force into the big round robin group stage. That's just reality at the end of the day, you know. I think the round robin group stage very much benefits the teams that are kind of on the come up. Gives you plenty of opportunities to play some of the top teams in your region, which is fantastic for them. But for the teams at the top of the region, they kind of just play their way through these games. It's kind of a little bit of practice for them sometimes. So, don't know how much you can read into some of those results for Rare Atom, although they may be worrying. These are the kind of games that I take stock in, though, and so far, so good for Rare Atom until they run through that smoke and start to get torn apart a little bit. The trades are coming in, though, Mac.
They were, but now it's all Call Me Sue coming in for a 1v3. All eyes on him. No kit. There might be one on the ground somewhere here on site, but Molly in a flash, and surely a moment before he gets spotted. Kaze with the jiggle. Good Molly. Timing. Unfortunate, but it works out regardless. Gets the M4 back out. Isolated fights. He seems to be aware of Call Me Sue's, of somebody's position, rather. But somebody in Summer have chemistry going back decades. And that's going to lock in a fourth easily for RA.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, a lot of these players playing together for quite a while now, or playing against each other for quite a while. I mean, talk about chemistry. Like, even this Lynn Vision core, man. Like, how long have Starry, Zaka, and Westmelon been playing together now? It's getting kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking about, like, 6+ years or something at this point. Legitimately. It could even be longer. A little bit of A-main pressure once again from somebody. It's been interesting to see his development, especially as an older player and a vet of the scene now, into this wing player, into the lurk role. Whereas previously he was, I mean, he did definitely get a bit of a lurk on in classic Tyloo, but he was always known as that kind of brain-dead aggressive player. Now he is very much a piece of the puzzle, applying pressure on that A side, and now you're going to get the regroup to the B split from Rare Atom.
Okay, mid control getting worked well. Opening towards dark side. In the meanwhile, LVG. 3-man fast flank. The B site could not hold. One goes down, which evens the numbers. And Summer and Somebody both being solo makes this incredibly achievable. Kaze with the safe plant. He's only really planted for Summer. And Kaze fighting and able to trade. Nice angle found. Peek's advantage coming into full effect. Molly goes towards the back of site. This big rotation from Westmelon could certainly cost them the round. For them. There it is. Nice retake. And plenty of time to get that bomb defused. LVG successfully getting their first round on the board.
Yeah, nicely done. Only keeping the 2 rifles through those, so you kind of scrape it across the line at the end there. That is kind of what you have to do sometimes on Anubis CT side, though. You take what you can get. just chip in a couple of rounds here and there and try to build yourself up a respectable half, especially after the kind of half that start to the half rather that Rare Adam has had. For Rare Adam, though, money on the verge of breaking now. This could be a very big round for Lynn Vision to win. In fact, it's a pretty big round for both teams. So soft reset on the CT money, although they could save a couple of guns and buy up in the next. But if Lynn Vision picks this round up, this could be really good. Banter up the T's and really even up the scoreline here. Rare Adam, after a lot of early A pressure, are once again looking to pressure the middle of the map. Less of an emphasis on that B side of the map, just info denial over on E-box, and now starting to make some moves in towards A main progression. Smoke, a couple of players in middle as well. Really trying to kick off this A split and blowing open the smoke beautifully. That's a great entry from somebody.
A classic CS2 maneuver. Double pump, or triple even, coming in from the camera side. Spray transfer works out for Call Me Sue, but it's all going to have to be him. And he'll fall. In the meanwhile, fast flank Starry thinking about it. Flirting with the idea of going for that retake, but now with the pick, it's down to the 2v2. Zaka gets called right back. And Starry thinking about going for the wrap on beach side. Time ticking. Zaka pre-scoped. And that smoke finally fading. But they're going to be squeezing every second out of this one. Starry has the kit. Noise made. Zaka baiting, waiting. Oh, and Kaze head on the swivel. Swings back to storage just in the nick of time. And that's going to be 5 here for RA. LVG unable to double down and get that economy looking good. Ooh, are we on for a force?
I don't know. Could be a hero rifle. Doesn't seem like Lynn Vision wants to go for it. They missed that reset opportunity. The thing is, like, they did have that 2.9 loss, so that's why you see a couple of the boys are a little richer than others. I thought if they got a couple of saves together, that could have been some kind of light rifle buy coming into this one, but instead, they'll opt for Dig Armor, try to continue to chip in damage against Rare Adam's economy, which really has not had a chance to build up too much. 3 players sit around 2k each. The rest of them pretty broke, so every single kill with these Deagles is going to be worth its weight in gold. Try to crack back into this half for Lynn Vision. Slow, crawling pace anti-eco right now from the T side, as you'd expect. Lynn Vision just chilling back, letting the round come to them. See if they can take advantage of some of these players and the mechanics that they do have. Got some pretty sharp players on this squad. Guess you could say that for pretty much all of the top couple of Chinese teams at the moment, though.
Ooh, bit of damage going to be made. Good clearance. And Amelia, unfortunately, couldn't hide for long enough. Showed his hand with the couple of eagle shots. And that might just be that. Westmelon finds himself the upgrade, as does Zaka. And they are reading this one well. Fake flash at B main. LVG know exactly what is up. Smoke to heaven. Ooh, and Molly on the broken wall. So Kaze may think he's got it. One of the CTs has been seen. 14 seconds. There's no chance for a rotate back. Westmelon. Ooh, could drop the cross and might have just saved the day. Bomb on the ground. 2 seconds to plant and they won't get it in time.
Westmelon gonna win them the round there just by the virtue of staying alive, and that should have been a Rare Adam round every day of the week. They were doing everything they needed to set themselves up for success, but just slipping on a couple of hurdles. And like I said, Rare Adam, their money was not in a good state of affairs, and those kind of rounds actually might define this game of Anubis at the end of the day. They're going to try to force up to even out their cash, which is something that Lynn Vision can now take advantage of. We end up in a swing round. Round number 8, another chance for Lynn Vision to close this scoreline deficit. Rare Adam with much more limited util in this round. No AWP for them.
Awkward utility exchange over towards Duck. Or Con, even. Somebody. Full sneak attack, but Starry at the ready. gun in hand, always ready to fight. And RA thought they had a timing. You can see the shift of the individuals back towards B main. Now it's up the guts that they're looking. Smoke at window. Molly to answer. Let's have a look at if they can find any success here and where that will be. LVG movement through canals at a perfect moment. One man at T-stairs. Can be seen. Pivotable. Westmoreland, though, just barely caught out of position. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, they had the round on a silver platter, and Summer has just stolen it away from them. All on Zaka to play on a swivel from stat side. Does not get flashed off the line. Big flood rotations coming in from Lynn Vision. Amelia and Call Me Soon trying to help him out, but they're just getting held back by the utility for a little bit too long, and Rare Atom are going to get themselves into the after plant.
Was crazy. The swing and pre-fire from Summer. Getting all three so far. And smoked out our Lynn Vision right now. Amelia looking to get as much info as possible. Child King not spotted on the killer. The sound info is there, and Child King will take them both in the end. With the 2 KDs so far, 10 and 5. Man's putting up the numbers this map.
Yeah. I think he was there. They just qualified for the Mesa tournament, and Child King was their highest rated player. Another really, really strong rifler here in Rare Atom, both him and Li Hung. The pickups from the lower tier Chinese teams that have really paid off for Rare Atom. This is kind of a team of somewhat leftovers when you look at the core of Lynn Vision that's always played together, and the fact that that Tai Lu super team got formed. I don't think a lot of people had a lot of expectations from Rare Atom, but they've become a lot better of a team than many people would have expected. Kaze almost donating the orb, manages to keep himself alive. Westmelon trying to chase him down and actually take Summer away. But look, it's still kind of working out for Rare Atom, although they did essentially throw away a 4-on-2 exactly like this, and Kaze's doing his best to maybe make that happen again. He gets caught out here, which he does. That's the AWP down.
Solid shots out of Call Me Soon. Oh, just barely gets baited to pick up the AWP at the worst possible moment. Must trade from Starry, but it's probably AWP safe territory. Unless he can find something soon. And that something might be Child King. Nah, you can hear the jump up. You heard that wood. Starry. Gets the pick. No kit. But Li Hung not worried that it could potentially be a lost round. It is just going to be that AWP saved unless... There's the timing. There's this game sense from Starry. Man's making a fuss, making a bit of a noise. And he will be flanked shortly. Unless the Shadow gave the jig away. And Li Hung will fall. Starry taking a couple of names with him as well as the AWP into the next. But it is inevitably the round for RA. 5 rounds to the lead. Looking to drag that out to 7.
Yeah, I mean, this has just been rough for Lynn Vision. I think every time that they've had a chance of resetting the money, it's kind of slipped through their fingers. It doesn't give you a whole lot of confidence that the only round they've been able to put together was Rare Atom potentially throwing away a 4-on-2 anti-eco. So
yeah,
well, I need to see them put together a bit more of a convincing looking gun round. Otherwise, I'm getting a little bit worried, even if they have a really good attacking side on Anubis. Somebody, 14 and 5, man. He's been an absolute menace over towards this A side of the map, but this is such a disjointed push, and Call Me Sue takes full advantage of that.
Yeah, good disruptive util towards A main just to make sure that the split wasn't coordinated well, but the job's not done just yet. Kaze damn low, somebody white swinging, crap walking, hitting bloody everything. Oh no, Call Me Sue does it all but for why. No one's helping him out the lineup. But
unreal.
Somebody just comes through with a huge 3K. Kaze with the double. And the 2v5 gets completed.
You can't buy a round. They just cannot buy a round on this CT side right now.
Impeccable.
Bloody believable. Tack timeout for Lynn Vision. And I mean, they are this team that, like, they've got Sari back. This is a core that's been together for a long time. Guys, we have absolutely got to be winning our XVXs when we're in man-up situations. There is really no excuse. This is against the team that you know very well. You've got a well-established core on a map that you played a lot, and even look to push some of the better teams in the world over at international events on. Like, we have got to be doing better than this. They're going to take attack timeout.
5v2. It was a 5v2.
Yeah.
They could have just let them onto site, but they really just wanted to swing and fight together.
Just crazy from somebody. This is a vintage performance.
Yeah.
From somebody right now. Unbelievable. 17-5 against a top team in Asia. Like, I gotta be honest, I've seen some games from somebody in this Rare Adam squad where he has looked very washed. My goat has looked washed. But not today, bro. Nice shot from Kaze to open things up. Lee Han further extends that advantage. Amelia caught completely off guard. Post timeout, Lynn Vision are getting torn apart.
This is hard to... This was supposed to be closer. Look, it's T-sided, okay? It's T-sided.
We're cursed tonight. We are cursed tonight, Mac.
Maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe Lynn Vision are actually playing from Sweden.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Is that what's happening?
That's what I got for you. That's all I got for you.
All right.
I don't know how Call Me Sue got a 3k spray down on what would have been like 250 ping or something, but he could have.
Yeah. My Chinese American import goat.
Yeah.
He's having a decent game for himself. But the rounds do not reflect that. Rare Adam now going up against a weaker buy of Lynn Vision to close out the half here. Almost no util left. They've tried to crunch in through middle, aggress through the E-box smoke, and catch a timing because the lack of util, that's kind of what they feel like they need to do. Lee Hung applying pressure from the extremity. Goes 1-for-1. Spots out at least one or two more players, and Rare Adam feel comfortable enough to take space in the middle of the map now.
And he's just picked up the M4 and instantly inspected it. Westmelon.
Yeah.
He's got a problem. Ooh. Grouped up on 8. They are taking the risky gamble. Look, if they can manage to deal with Summer here, then a main control would be lovely. Summer finds one in the meanwhile. So, the main control is there, but now it's a 2v3. And it's going to be a 2-man retake from a main. Didn't work on the pistol when they regrouped here. Let's see if it does this time. On flat for Call Me Stu. Angle found. Great flash for R8. And they're going to be able to spot both those men. 10-2 will be the score at the half. And this is going to be difficult in the second for LVG. Welcome back, my Asian Counter-Strike enthusiasts, far and wide. We have a second half to jump on into. And Anubis looking as T-sided as it once did. Feeling like RA couldn't buy... Oh, not RA, sorry, LVG couldn't buy around in that first half. No matter how many advantages they had, they just managed to lose them time after time. And now it's time for a pistol round. And the bomb's going A, and there's no CTs on A. So we're going to be seeing some kind of retake for RA. Unless they commit to their guns and they stay stacked on B, Mitch. And the bomb overthinks this.
Oh, might be calling it. It's a bit of indecision in the LVG camp right now. LVG definitely slowing things down. They don't have the perfect information that we do, of course.
Nice shot.
Great shot from Lee Hung. That's why he's our player to watch. You seen much Lee Hung? Are you a Lee Hung enjoyer?
Yeah. What was that team he was on before? The Bulls one? New Happy?
Bulls one?
Yeah, the New Happy had like a bull.
Oh, yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Thought they were Chicago Bulls for a second, but mess with the bull, you get the horns, something like that. Kaze looking to stand tall from heaven. Team Flash, unfortunate. We need to work on that one. Child King, looking to lock him in from the flank side. Lee Hung is unfortunately now last alive, position known. It was all your boy, Call Me Sue, pushing forward quite a nice little double. Lee Hung spamming the Julies, trying to get him to peek him. Only 2 in reserve, so this one magazine will have to do it. Tap. We'll force out the jiggle, force out the info. Swing from heaven. One player known, as is the second. But that Glock running accuracy wins with a big dub. Westmelon going ham and LVG thanking their lucky stars. What was that, a 2v4, 2v5?
Yeah, had a lot of that this game so far. It's one of those Chinese CS games. Things are getting a little messy between these two teams. A lot of big plays needed to come out. That was one that was very needed for Lynn Vision. Find themselves at a pretty big deficit in this game so far. Force buy coming out in response from Rare Adam though. Only MP9s, no utility here. Just going to really try to back themselves in the heads-up duels with the SMGs. See how it works out for him.
Ooh, big damage. Nice spacing for the trade. Hit him with that old salt and pepper. Info on the jiggle. Child King cautious now. And with no utility and no real mid control, he is very much out on an island. And opts to go back for a camera defense instead. There's the info, you got a swing out of the temple. Okay, beautiful. Timing pretty bloody good here for RA, but the timing's not going to win you the bloody round, is it? Molly to camera. Child King low. Gets a little time in himself, though. Westmelon, one bullet onto Child King will do it. 44 seconds to play this one down.
Another clutch from Westmelon on the cards here. 1 HP for Child King. Plant stuck by Westmelon. Able to be ready for the position. It's unreal that Child King's won that duel with an MP9 on the jiggle. Really not the play you'd be backing in that clutch, but that's just another thing going the way of RA in this game. It's felt like this is just their day today, Matt. They can do no wrong in the server right now.
That was nice out of Child King. Good peaks. There's a new concept in CS2, all right, for your peaks, guys. I think Birds on YouTube, he's dubbed it the bounce peak, and it's something that you see Donk and Kyosuke doing. So instead of just like swinging like you normally would, by just, you know, like holding a strafe key, you strafe quickly the opposite direction and then back the other way, and you end up doing like more of an F1 peak. Gives you like an extra 30 or 40 movement speed, so you just appear faster on your opponent's screen. So start doing that, and that's kind of what we saw Child King doing there at the broken wall.
We see him on the racing track in no time.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Force-wise there for Lynn Vision. They're just starting to run out of options at this point. Starry and Westmount given the rifles. Child King ready with the reactive utility. Molotov placed in the perfect position at the perfect time. Flashes kind of blinding the T's a little bit, even though they're meant to be going up over the top, and the CTs are winning all the duels right now. This is just going from bad to worse, Mac.
Yeah, unless Starry can do something amazing. Bit of an awkward one in the smoke there. Starry now swinging around, can't put on his best Beyblade performance for us, as Child King gets the job done, fending off the troops. And that camera control, unfortunately, not going LVG's way. Bomb going out first, alerted RA for that fast rotation, and they were just swarming, all looking for a couple of kills. Look at this. Child King 18-9, somebody 21-9. What can you do against that?
Not much, unfortunately. I mean, I've seen Child King have a good performance lately, but it's astounding to me that somebody's absolutely dominating the server. That is really rolling back the years for me. We're out of getting in the face of Lynn Vision, wanting to end this game right here, right now. The Deagle's getting absolutely nothing done. What a dominant performance. 13-3 from Rare Adam. Throwing down the gauntlet and showing Lynn Vision who's the best team in China right now.
It's funny, right? I literally thought that this was going to be so much closer than that last series. But RA just flipping on the switch, knowing that maybe because things like VRS points are definitely on offer in all of these games, make it a bit more sweet.
That's true. That's
true.
Know?
Like LVG.
I mean, even today, like Jordan was discussing with me, like one team, I think it was Atox, dropped way below FlyQuest from losing an upper bracket series that didn't even knock them out of the
quals, the Mesa quals.
Yeah, yeah, I think it was, and they lost like 40 points from that, which is kind of crazy to me. I don't know if that's the only thing that did, but like it's crazy that some of these games that are like not tournament defining could, if it's against a good opponent or maybe even a lackluster opponent, for example, like you'd lose a lot of points from dropping these series. You know, these dead rubber games have a lot of weight now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the place on HLTV where you see that, but I don't actually know where to find it. I know that there's like a prediction part hit somewhere, but we'll do that during the break, because right now it is time to check in with that Kadir player to watch, Li Hung, who did some work. Unfortunately, wasn't the most impactful, but he certainly was in a couple of those rounds when we were having a quick chat about him.
Oh, for sure. I mean, you cannot go past both Somebody, though, and Child King in that game. Dudes were just running around, destroying everyone. Rare Adam has just got so many heavy hitters, as do Lynn Vision, though. I'm very surprised to see them get 13-3'd. I would be surprised to see that happen on another map. We'll see if Rare Adam just has their number today, and we'll see if we're going to get Train right after the break.
Welcome back to ESL Challenger League Season 49, where we are getting deep into the thick of things, and we are one map in to this double best-of-1 series between LVG and RA. And Anubis, well, that was a time, wasn't it? It is much more one-sided than we expected. Hopefully, this next map, which I'm going to go out on a limb and estimate, maybe even guesstimate, it could be Ancient, is a little bit closer.
Yeah, we've once again been, unfortunately, what's the word? Misled by the veto.
Yes. Again, see it's just there.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Oh, bro, it's like second last veto in both of these series. That is a big tease. I can't think of a broadcast-friendly way of saying it, so I'll just say it's a big tease. Would have loved to see some train. But you know what? I'll take somebody dropping 20, 30 kills instead of train. That's totally fine with me, as far as I'm concerned. What a bloody vintage performance that was on Anubis. Good stuff from Child King as well to help him out.
Yeah, I hope we get to see a bit more of that. Bit of Child King action. Somebody, summer, everyone finding those entries and farming up a storm. But yeah, keen to see how that transfers onto Ancient. I think the problem with, the train pick, the float there at least, is picking into train is kind of dangerous if you're really not aware of how your opponents are going to play on the CT side. Because CT side
for sure
is really strong at the moment. So it's kind of like back in the day when you'd pick it and you either get like, 2 or 3 rounds and go, okay, we're going to have a better CT side and still win this. Or you come out and you're just better and have better flashes, can kind of look right. Outside, top the end of the train. We're on no last. Smoke just spamming on away, but the 3 that did try to defend it just get demolished. RA 2v5.
Yeah, see if somebody and Child King, the MVPs of that Anubis game, have anything to say about this round. The P2000, man, somebody just keeps the throwbacks coming. Post plant, Lynn Vision giving them absolutely nothing right now. Nice open plant. Child King still in another postcode. That's a freebie for somebody. Don't feed him too many more of those, even though he doesn't have a kit. This is still technically doable.
They're saving the armor. I don't hate it.
Saving the armor.
You want to get pretty far away considering it's Ancient though, or you don't get the free helmet. So RA might end up going for the investment into the next. Guys, you got to leave. You got to go. You're going to lose the free upgrade. You're going to lose the free... Somebody. There was no point of saving. Look, Dangerous was that little bit further away and then fully saved the armor.
I feel like he was more so just kind of looking for... just a kill, like another kill, maybe. Try and get that M4.
Yeah.
To be honest, he is just going to go for the MP9 though, and we'll continue along our merry way, I guess. Nothing super crazy in that one. Just Lynn Vision cracking their way through middle, hitting a lot of shots and getting into an A side after plant. There was not really much Adam could do about that, and that bodes well for this map of Ancient because they could not, no matter how hard they tried, get going on Anubis. Horsefly coming in here, though, looking to disrupt this good start for Lynn Vision. Adam also leaning towards middle, getting harassed inside a red room. That's a nice little jiggle peek and an HE to follow. Chip damage coming in for Lynn Vision, followed up by a kill.
Yeah, that positioning from Kaze, suboptimal. Not allowing the trade. But we'll happily face the ramp smoke just in case. LVG looking to go heavy towards the cave side. Zaka, one flash to send the boys out.
Lynn Vision just kind of slow rolling this one. Rare Adam, you would expect them to really aggress down ramp in the mid round here, which is kind of what they're doing. You can see Kormisu is aware that that's a possibility and that's a way they could get back into the round. He just punishes it straight away. Lynn Vision are all over everything that Rare Adam wants to be doing this round.
Not bad at all. 2v5 time. And it's also James time. Lee Hung and somebody just saving the armor for the next. And the force bite goes a little awry for R8. Still a chance to back some punch with the firepower on the MP9s in round 3. But unfortunately, only one of these MP9s is going to be carried across, if that.
Just Lee Hung holding on to what the remnants of the rare item buy were, so they're going to have to look towards round number 4 before they can really get anything too much past some economic damage done, it looks like. Good stuff for Lynn Vision. Really good recovery after what happened on Anubis. They clearly just kind of let that one go by the wayside, even taking that last MP9 out of Lee Hung's hands. Lynn Vision giving Rare Adam absolutely nothing in this game right now, which is the kind of recovery, the resurgence that you wanted to see from them, really. Like, they should not be getting 13-3 by any of the other teams in the Asian region. Full stop. Maybe Mongols, that's it. You could look at Mongols 13-3ing them and say, yeah, fair enough. But like any other team outside of that, it's like, come on, boys. You're doing yourselves a disservice, really.
Yeah. Well, this one's going to be a bit of a slow burn. Ooh, nice nade. Lee Hung catching that one on the back of his head.
Slow standard anti-eco stuff. They have worked this cheater control multiple rounds in a row. I want to see if they're going to switch it up going into that next gun round.
There's a better molly than that they can throw. Come on, boys. Pick that util game up. Ooh, pre-fire up. Working well. Well, molly close again. CT, oh, the wrap smoke is missing. I don't think that's landed in the intended position. But the Zeus goes off. Forgets he can't shoot more than once with the Zeus there. Slaps his opponent with it in the face, and unfortunately that doesn't do damage. Just causes some BM. Wrap around the back. Kaze. Ooh, he's looking for that peek onto Zaka.
Smoked off. Couple of low players here. It would really have to be coming down to Child King. Finding an insane timing right now and all turtled up in Donut. Lynn Vision just playing this one by the books, playing the afterplant. Rare Adam walking on in. That's a nice shot onto Zaka. Call me suit. Going to try to spray the rest of them down, and in comes Sari to clean up the rest of that mess. So 2 guns surviving, 2 AKs brought through to the next round. 3 in a row for Lynn Vision. Money looking decent. It's a good start to the Ancient T side, but it's not too far out of control just yet. Rare Adam looking for recovery in this gun round. Kaze, not enough money to get an orb together. They're just going to rely on rifles and pretty good util here. So I want to see Lynn Vision if they go for that cheater control that they've gone for every single time. Like, they've really heavily conditioned that early on in this game. The faster mid control and the cheater control. And you can see Rare Adam very much looking to dominate middle in this round with the util early on, but not actually really taking too much space over there. They're more so heavily leaning towards B for sure.
More of a standoff this time. But LVG, late red room smoke. Going to be looking for that mid control. Somebody had the crosshair lined up well. And he's going to be able to snag one away onto Starry. Good timing on the block at Donut. But that does leave red room exposed. Ooh, and the HE almost polishes off Child King, but he will happily continue to fight and show his hand over towards the cave side.
Man, disadvantage for Lynn Vision now. This time the mid control and the cheater control getting picked apart a little bit more. That is an angle you're not expecting too much on the side of Summer. Orbs caught him off guard. Amelia further extending that advantage. This is just such a messy round. Lynn Vision have gotten into such annoying positions that Rare Adam haven't been able to deal with. trying to scramble to chase them down on shelf side. Lee hanging under a lot of pressure on Donut. And in comes the crunch from the CTs, but not quite soon enough. Bomb will still go down on that A site.
Yeah, that was weird. LVG should have definitely spotted that shadow. But, by the way, oh, they know he's there. They can see it. Kazi calling it. But unfortunately, it's the AWP that they have to get past first. And Zaka fully cutting them off at the past. Allowing Westmelon to survive, 3 alive, and LVG very clean so far on Ancient.
Yeah, it's like a real reversal of the last map. Things starting okay for Rare Atom, but Lynn Vision, they just shoved their way straight through the middle of the map there. Despite being in a man of disadvantage situation, they turn things back around so easily. And are able to recover the situation very nicely. Here's the A execute. Have not seen this yet. This is up against the pistols. Somebody to take first contact. Gets full blind with the Deagle. Taking a lot of HP away from the T's, but yet to find a kill until Starry Team kills Stormy Sue.
Ooh, smoke break. Almost works out. 5-7 getting the job done for one. Kaze going to the 1v2, but won't be able to find more than the trade. LVG, it's a faster approach this time, a 30-second round, and they'll take that.
Finally, AWP comes out for Kaze. Been waiting for it for a little while now. See where he's going to post that up. Seen a little bit of a couple of change-outs for Lynn Vision. Conditioning the mid and the cheetah pressure earlier on in the game. Saw them mix in that A execute there. This time it's going to be mid domination coming out from Rare Atom, as well as a little bit of pressure from cheetah side early on here. Lee Hung, beautiful shot from bottom middle there. He's under a lot of pressure. Westman are really trying to chase them down and punish them for taking that mid control. So Rare Atom really disrupting the T's here and taking the first pick. And this is where Lynn Vision showed some great resilience turning around the 4-on-5 last time. And again, does seem like they're trying to work their way into a nice post plan on this A site. They're giving a lot of space by Rare Atom, who are just playing full retake for now.
Little jump peeks towards A. Seeing that one is quite clear for LVG to make this move. Looking to go for the boost up. Amelia. Clearing out the close lines. But taking a little too long here has allowed somebody to get into a more favored position. You say that. But Amelia just going to be jumping right at him. And he couldn't get back to safer pastures. 4v4 now for the retake, and RA, they don't have a kit, they don't have utility, but they do have the power of friendship on their side, Mitch.
And we know how important that is for experienced Mac. Trades inside a donut, going every which way. It's just down onto Zaka. They know where he is inside a temple. On towards the defuse and covered off well. Rare Atom will secure themselves the first gun round here. 1-5. But it took a lot out of them. Only 2 players surviving. And with the bomb plant and many clean rounds previous, plenty of money there for Lynn Vision to keep trucking along on this T side.
Well, there you have it. The power of friendship prevails.
That's what you took away from that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Kaze. Straight up locked in. And managed to stop Zaka from getting any extra damage done. Now, let's have a quick look at what's going down here towards mid. Oh, somebody getting right up in their grills. The problem is there is no heaven control for the CTs, so he goes down for free. Now, Lee Hung, the last standing member towards the A site rotations. Not quite necessary with that pick onto Call Me Sue, trying to make his way on the B lane. Great HE, Summer on the short side. Spots many coming. Crosshair looked good, but they're just kills that's not quite happening. And Lee Hung, he wants to go through that smoke so badly.
Yeah.
With summer falling, he needs to live.
It's just such an awkward situation. So many opportunities, so many angles for Rare Adam that aren't quite being taken advantage of. 1-for-1, Kaze does hit the shot from shelf side and then straight through the smoke. The mid-crunch works out beautifully for Rare Adam. They just patiently waited for the right moment to strike and finally clean up that round. And that's going to be another gun round that Rare Adam scrapes their way through with a couple of guns coming through. What did Lynn Vision do here? Money's a little bit weird. You're seeing a couple of AKs being juggled. It might have to be some kind of hero rifle situation that they're going to come together with in this round. Indeed, looking to keep pressure on that CT economy because, as mentioned previously, some of these rounds have been a little on the closer side here. CT Money definitely not feeling stable right now.
Ooh. The upgrade. Lee Hung snatching that AK away to get a few more bullets back to lock mid in. Resmoke on elbow, buying 20 more seconds. And that full lane control should allow RA to feel incredibly confident. Unless they get killed through the smoke, which could definitely happen here.
Could happen to the best of us. Could happen to anyone, Mac. Sometimes you're just a mere bystander in some of these rounds. If you think about it. Flash up over the top. That's a beautiful one. Somebody cannot see a single thing. Thank God he's got so much help from Lee Hung, though. And Rare Adam more than ready for that. Nice anti-flash protocols. Somebody was licking a wall. Well, actually, it wasn't somebody. It was Lee Hung. But
that's funny.
You get what I mean.
Like, everyone that's swinging out of that smoke is looking down one way at lane or, like, into the hard corner. No one actually looking dead in front of them where there is a blind CT in the most open position
on top of the box.
Ball. Yeah.
No, but that is such a somebody move. Like, that is like vintage somebody. He's just gonna play in the most cooked position.
Yeah. Nice little run boost there. Will allow them to more successfully take the lane control, but in the meanwhile, the boost up's already happened. Kaze, odd spot to be, odd timing of that scope, and at least Summer's there to make it a 1-for-1.
3-on-4 now. We've ended up in so many of these situations, like the initial XVX in a certain part of the map, and Lynn Vision just ends up in a really weird spot, all bunched up together, and if they can't find a pick or find a player to take advantage of on the Rare Adam side, then they usually end up losing the round. And in this case, Chunking's in a really good position here. He's just cutting the middle of the map, looking to cut those rotations. I'd really like to see somebody get a bit more active. He's really concerned about some kind of lurk through cave side or something like that, I guess.
Yeah.
Here's the contact out A, though.
Ooh, the timing heavily favors LVG. Just as he swapped weapons, gave up his position, LVG able to crab walk so far out on site, bring that 3v4 back in their favor, 3v2. And this is looking like a misplayed round by every sense of the word by RA.
Yeah, it's just like CT rotations 101. It's like when the T's shove somewhere, you need to go and take the rest of the map. And I felt like Child King did that, and somebody just sat in that corner on B side. I don't know what the comms were, though. They could have been worried about that lurk timing or that 1% of timing up shelf or B ramp or something like that. Like, maybe that was their concern. But I really felt like if they had just been a bit more active in a better way in the early to mid round there, after the initial contact towards middle, and they get in that 4-on-3, then they probably could have had a much better setup and been much more ready for that Lynn Vision contact out into A. And I felt like Lynn Vision have gotten away with that a couple of times this game. Like, they did the same thing up towards top middle when the round wasn't going well for them. They just managed to walk their way out into a pick and kind of brawl their way out of a tough situation.
Yeah. Well, Red Room and Donut Smoke's coming through. And R8. Bringing 3 to the party. LVG seem incredibly happy to brawl, and that's why they're going 2 for 1. Most of these times they're going out mid.
Yeah. Good aggression though from Child King. Looking to change that narrative. He's been getting very active down B ramp and down middle after the initial stages. And once again, Lynn Vision just going to keep doing what's been working for them. This time, though, Summer's getting aggressive, looking for a good timing on the off angle here, but he's punished straight away. This has just been the same kind of situation time and time again here.
Ooh, nice position. Going to be able to bring this back to the 2v2. Molly to stop the plant. Oh, no. I don't hate this utility usage. Smoke gets blown. And it's happening again. No cover. No chance. And the spray just that much better. I'm going to get retrieved 40 on the clock. But with the CTs shoulder to shoulder, it's very hard to double down there with the AWP. Wrong tool for the job. And RA find 4.
Money in a bit of a weird state now for Lynn Vision. Call me Sue and Amelia a little bit poorer than the rest of the boys, but nonetheless, they will still buy up and go down to pistol armor. It's a really good opportunity, actually, for Rare Adam here. Could be 2 weaker buys back-to-back at the end of the half for them to take advantage of. Try to even this up 6-6. We'll see how they go. Initial mid-util exchange. Actually, a lot invested in here for Lynn Vision, which, given the fact that they don't have a lot of util to begin with, they're really trying to take advantage of a timing in the early to mid round here and create an opportunity, and it's completely backfired. 2 picks lost off the rip.
Oh. Looks good for Zaka there. Smoke fade favoring him. He hung with the block, revealing his hand, and Zaka going straight up the guts. Big pick to get. But the bomb going to disrespect that smoking cave. Catches the timing. And Dangerous is going to get locked onto... Oh, it's awkward. Just can't quite find the line. The flank gets dealt with, and now it's that 1v2 angle. Looks like we are going to see R8. Just... Oh! Try to play this one together. Child King almost caught the perfect timing on the swing.
Losable.
Yeah. This wrap. Going the whole way down. Bomb is going to be planted for short. CTs refocus themselves. Jiggle. Will be held successfully. Lee Hunt. Striking true. Child King wanted the defuse. But there is going to be an AWP, I believe, somewhere. Or another AK. Is that what we're looking for? It is. Child King grabs the AWP. No AK for Lee Hung? Mate. They had time to do both.
It's alright. They got the round. Very important round. Bomb plant makes this look like a much more generous situation for Lynn Vision than it actually is. They were sitting on 2.4 loss bonus there. West Melon on 3.7, but the rest of them at 2 to 3k. That's why I said that last round was super important to win on the side of Rare Adam. And it's actually given them a bit of a lifeline into this game now. You can see really good opportunity to go 6-6 here in a game that started quite poorly for them. And in a game that I felt like every XVX in the mid-round, including like multiple rounds that were going pretty well for them or they had bad advantages in, have kind of fallen apart a little bit. So it's good resilience, good recovery from them, has to be said. Chance for Lynn Vision to change that up a little bit, though. Once again, a weaker buy, 2 rifles in it, and some pistols and a MAC-10.
Oof. Summer, stopping the rush. M4 in hand. Molly gets a huge amount of damage done, but Summer's going to get caught with util in hand. Kaze, missed shot, missed opportunity. Shadow spotted. Flashes going towards the long. It is just chaos ensuing everywhere Smokes denying vision, but the info has gone in the favor of LPG. Where if Lee Hang's spot couldn't get the trade-off, Amelia, the dink will get it done, and he's just going to be yeeting his way towards A, but somebody already with the read, already in donut. As his timing favors Amelia, he sees him. He just goes back the other way. Just that slit of space, spotting somebody with 50 points of health. And an open plant, Amelia closes out the half. 7-5, LVG maintain the lead. Let's see what happens in the second. Ancient. It looked one-sided. LVG out of the gates, asserting dominance, but now it's RA's time to shine and time to also run at these CTs. Let's see what they're going to be able to do, and all eyes are on the B side.
Yep, looking to pick up the pace now. Two sets of util coming out here for Rare Adam. It's one of these set planned executes, full retake setup here for Westmell. He's got a little bit of util, I would say probably to use for the retake, not really trying to block anything. The longer that Rare Adam take to work their way through Cave and Cheetah here, though, the closer Lynn Vision get up on the flank. Jumping up shelf side now. That should be a freebie, but a little bit of inaccuracy from the USP there. Missed opportunity.
You're going to tap that slower. But it is going to be the Cave control almost coming through. It will. Call me Sue. Able to readjust the crosshair. Lee Hung unable to maximize it. The running accuracy. Westmell are going to be able to snatch another. Things not going right until they might. No, Kaze not allowed to fight with the flood on site. LVG 8 on the board.
really putting themselves out in front here. Wanting to make up for the fact that they really lost a pretty one-sided game on Anubis before. Making this a 1-1 would be a little bit more recoverable for the overall standings here in ECL, as well as just like, you know, it's something that you brought up before, but the overall like VRS standings playing against some of these other teams. And somebody's really killing himself today buying a deagle in a round like this.
Yeah.
Summer as well. Don't seem to be getting much done with it, at least initially, though.
Oh, Amelia get baited. Wants to make his way down the ramp, and he will. Spots out the nook, the cranny, and everything else in between. And this is looking like a nice start to the half for LVG. 4 needed to even out the series. 1 best of 1 each. Trade those map picks. And let's see where we end up at the end of the first gun round. RA, everything they needed more, although Util's a bit thin. So we'll see. Maybe they'll need a bit more, Mitch.
They have not gone down to many Galils. No Galils. Just Summer who's taken a bit of a hit for the boys. Big min aggression coming in here for Lynn Vision. Starry's taken a lot of damage, but continues to charge forward Westmelon as well. Big crunch onto shelf side. In response, though, Rare Adam calling the audible. Zaka caught completely off guard. Somebody just takes his head off. Amelia trading one back, though. You can see Lynn Vision trying to get into position, but the trades are coming through from Rare, and it's a very messy round. Little skirmishes happening in pockets all over the map. And look at this. Child King's picked himself up an AWP and is trying to pick the rotations now.
Oh, call me Sue. Incredibly mobile. Summer on the flank. Might not even have to activate. Child King very much ready for that swing from CT. And it's Starry against the world, but his position spotted. Yeah, he did. Or at least someone else saw Summer making his way through. And Child King gets a freebie. Just creeps on up to him.
Beautiful. 4K for him. What a bloody round from Child King. Just picking up the AWP and getting work done. A bit of a weird position to navigate your way out of. So the fact that he comes up with that is absolutely gorgeous. Puts Lynn Vision's money in a completely cooked state. They have got to force up here. Try to even out the cash. Big opportunity now for Rare Adam to close this deficit. Call me Sue with the hero rifle, though. Going to be the main man you keep your eyes on here up at Red Room side. Once again, Lynn Vision really putting a lot of pressure and emphasis on controlling the middle of the map. Rare Adam taking their time to wrap up through B ramp. Molly out shelf and just dump down nades into middle. It's a good start for Summer.
Yeah, that Heaven Molly working against the T's. Denying vision to anyone jumped up on the box. Starry knows he has to run and push for that control. And Call Me Sue, last alive in the 1v3. His position known. And you can see RA. They were rotating, eh? Called against it. And we'll end up committing to the B site, thinking that Call Me Sue would go for the rotation, which he has. And RA with a great call.
It's going to creep onto B for free. Try to win this round in the easiest fashion possible. Wherever that is possible. Nice open plant for Kaze. Call Me Sue with no kit. This far out of position. I mean, unless he gets a kill or two pretty quickly here, he's not going to go for it. And indeed, he's just going to go ahead and call the save. Going to hold on to not only the rifle, but I mean, the molly is an expensive piece of util that can be pretty valuable going forward as well. Adam doing well for themselves.
Yeah.
7th, now on anti-eco against a bunch of pistols and a hero rifle.
The true test.
Should be 9A for them. Oh yeah, in Asia for sure. These kind of buys scarier than the gun rounds. Especially in these players' hands because they're just so unhinged. Just never know what some of these guys are going to do.
Yeah.
To be fair, it is in Call Me Sue's hands. Although I have seen some pretty unhinged gameplay from him as well. I've seen him smoke off Upper Dark as the B anchor on CT side and then just walk through his own smoke into uppers for no reason. That was, I think, the first game I saw him playing at LVG. So, look, you could say he's from NA all you want, but I've seen some pretty Asia plays out of this man as well.
I don't hate this from LVG. Door smoke, elbow smoke, full mid stack, able to pivot and maybe even recycle Call Me Sue's rifle.
Yeah, could work out for him. Felt like they were maybe trying to funnel Rare Adam into the stack, but Rare Adam just has not really bid on that at all. Now starting to make their way up B ramp and crunch in with the rest of the mid players, and it's worked out pretty nicely.
Ooh.
There's a couple of pretty close ones there. Could have taken more guns, but at the end of the day, not able to do so. And there it is. 4 alive. 9-8 for Rare Adam. Really starting to nip at the heels of Lynn Vision at this point. Even up this game quite significantly. See what Lynn Vision do come up with. Got the AWP out on Zaka. That's always a great one to watch. Lately, I feel like it's been a little while since I saw such a hard carry performance from him since Starry and Call Me Sue have come into the roster. Maybe he doesn't feel the same level of pressure to kind of carry the team that he did with the previous LVG.
Yeah.
Hung creeping up. Nice flash out onto the line for the CTs. They just have not checked him. Completely overlooked. Not able to come up with 2 though. It's a very messy spray. In the meanwhile, Rare Adam walking out A, looking for that mid-round timing yet again here. And once again, it's Child King to come up with the goods. Trade comes out from Zaka. It's just an instant one tap into Donut side. Child King is just dominating this part of the map until Call Me Sue puts him down. Kaze now in the 1-on-2.
Call Me Sue. Catching the timing. They're doing a great job this round to fend off RA again. Bomb plant. And no real round loss bonus, but they've got plenty of cash in the bank on multiple members. Kaze can buy an ult and still drop an M4 across. And everyone else should be right as rain to buy themselves. So, RA got to 8. LVG first to the double digis. You gotta love that if you are an LVG fan in the chat. Moving into the 19th. Everyone, with every buy that they could hope for, except for maybe Westmelon. So we'll see if he plays more aggressive or something.
Yeah. He's an MP9 enjoyer. Bit of a mid-contest here. Not that full dump. Flushing out Starry now. Out of that covering position. It's just unreal that there's flashes flying up over the top. He still gets away with one, but it's a swift reply from Rare Adam. 4-on-3 now. Westmelon shut out of the round, just staring at a smoke inside a Cheeto. Rotation coming out from Call Me Sue. Wants to see if he can maybe make something happen from Red Room in tandem with Zaka's AWP on Donut, but you can see there's just so many possibilities that Lynn Vision have to respect now. Red Room could be compromised. Zaka's concerned that it could be getting wrapped from that A side of the map. There's just too much for the CTs to hold right now, so they're going to go on the aggressive instead. That's 1 for 1. Right, I'm up into the site now. Nice open plant, and Summer and Child King cleaning that one up there. Another round for Rare Adam. Money is broken for Lynn Vision now. Really, really good opportunity for Rare Adam to kind of complete this comeback on the T side. They're definitely favored to win this game now. Money is looking fantastic for them. They're going into an anti-eco. Should be 10 apiece with great money behind them.
Mm-hmm. Are you still with us?
Yes.
Beautiful. Should be a easy round for RA here. But that molly tickling the toes of LVG. Molly on short, plenty of space for RA to plant, but the numbers favouring LVG now. One man on the big flank, that's Starry, and 3 from CT.
Oh, this is very losable. This could be another one of these eco rounds.
Oh, no.
It falls apart. 2 on 4 now. Couple of unarmored players on the CT side, but they've got a couple of rifles in hand. Molly going to push somebody out of position a little. Trapped in the corner. Will be another play, big play from Child King.
Oh.
Pick the minute. Indeed it is. He's come up with 3. No kit there. There's just no time for Amelia. Bro, Child King just keeps saving them on this T side. It's unreal.
Yeah. They're trying and trying and trying to let LVG win this game. But Child King stands tall. The king of the children. Living up to his new name of Dangerous. And now we've got a hopefully tactical.
I really do, like, think about that name a lot, you know?
Yeah?
Like, what?
In your spare time?
What was he thinking? What was he thinking? Calling himself Child King, you know? Like, I just think of some dude coming up over a hill and he's just getting followed by a bunch of, like, orphan children. You know? Like,
I reckon he was just a Dan King fan when he was, like, 13, and he's like, I will be Child King. And now he's, like, not a child. Anyway, that's what I got for you. I like your thoughts better, though.
Yeah. Look, I like Zaka on the AWP. It's always something I enjoy. Picked up the first there. Rare Adam, they were really trying to pressure that A side, draw rotations away from Donut and take that mid space. It's completely backfired. They've been picked clean on this A side of the map. Now they've just got to try to make something happen in the middle of the map in a 3-on-5.
Yeah. Good luck, Chief. Westmelon. Oh! Walked straight into that one. Lee Hung. Spotting him. Little burst gets the job done. And it's just going to be Call Me Sue here, but he's swiftly joined by the other 2 CTs rotating on in. Wallbang doesn't quite connect. And the bomb will get planted. Man advantage for LVG on the retake. Smokes, flashes, no molly, and no kit on anyone. They got to go now. Child King at the top of the ramp on the off angle. Hoping that he can maybe stop this one from happening. Lovely couple of kills. Lee Hung low. Oh, can't get that wallbang down. Looked almost good to find that quick double, but couldn't quite connect. And that's great for LVG. 11 on the board. The rounds have been coming few and far between, but with 4 alive, all picked up, couple of AKs as the upgrade, this is looking pretty good. And RA, their money is all over the place.
Yeah, putting together what they can, though. At least 3 rifles into this round. Should keep things pretty hotly contested. Very, very close game. This is kind of what I was expecting out of this series. That Anubis game kind of floored me, to be honest. Big, big important round here. Nice little nade stack onto middle. Gonna do a fair bit of damage to the CTs. Rare Adam just kind of harassing them for the time being. letting them have that mid control, waiting out the utility. You can see they're holding a lot of their util into the mid round here. A couple of flashes at the ready for Rare Adam. Lynn Vision have invested a lot of their util in the early round, trying to dominate middle and B ramp there. Come the flashes for Rare Adam. Counter flash is out from Amelia, but Sari is still going to lose his life.
Just looking pretty good for Rare Adam, but it's instantly traded multiple times by LVG. Mid control in the hands of RA, but they're going to leave the vicinity and set their sights on B instead. Li Hung making noise, going hard through the cave side. The ramp pump starting to come through. Zakar won't be flashed nor naded, and could have stopped the cross, but things now getting a little bit awkward. Molly to defaults. One already planted. Oh, and Call Me Sue just can't quite connect through that short smoke spam. Zakar inching in. The slow peek. Oh, opts to go for the quick coat instead, and this almost works out. One-on-one, Zakar knows Summer's position, tucked into the corner, and he has time to go for the full clear. Little cheeky head poke up, and Summer makes a critical error, although I don't know if there was any getting out of that one. Even if he full tucked, there was still going to be time. And that'll be 12 on the board for Zakar and LVG.
He's having a much better game. Like, this is the kind of performances I expected from Zakar on the AWP.
Yeah.
And especially after Lynn Vision did kind of get smacked in that last map, it really feels like that's been lit a fire under Zakar. He's making some of these big plays, especially towards the tail end of this game. Bomb plant going down for Rare Adam gives them a much better buy to try to contest these last 2 rounds to push us into OT. They are picking up the pace. Straight up into the red room smoke here. Once again, Child King wants to be the one to try to fight some impact, but caught with a molly in hand. That's come off the shoe of bloody West Villain on the rotation there. It's bloody juggled that one beautifully. And Lynn Vision now on the verge of evening up this best of 2, 1-1. 5-on-3 now. All they just need to do is just play this one by the numbers. Don't need to do anything special to close this one out. 2 Mac 10s. Like, it's just not happening for Rare Adam here.
Nice passive setup from LVG. Giving a lot of respect to RA. HE placement. Goes a little awry, but the Mac 10 almost gets the job done. Amelia going to be stuck on the back of sight. Spray transfer is good enough. Getting all 3 and 13 on the board means we see LVG taking map number 2. 1 map dub each for both these teams today. Of course, RA did a bit more of a stomp in the first. But hey, a win's a win.
Yeah, for sure. I think they honestly looked like they could have won that game as well. Like, the way they were coming back on the T side, they built themselves a really nice T side economy. I thought they were going to win that game, and probably 2-0 tonight, but you got to give credit where credit's due. Lynn Vision just putting together enough CT gun rounds to get the job done, getting the AWP into Zakar's hands, and winning those last couple of rounds. Very, very close fashion. These are the kind of games that I expect between Rare Adam and Lynn Vision when they play each other, and I'm looking forward to some more of their fights. 30 bomb from Li Hung, 100 ADR. That's the kind of performance that I'm expecting from him, even in a series that or in a map that they lost. He's still going to get his numbers. Very, very solid player right now inside the Chinese scene.
Yeah, very, very impressive as the Kadir player to watch. And yeah, 30 across 2 maps, just showing that, you know, it was mostly dominance on the first, and still, you know, there were moments where he almost swung those rounds back here in the second, or even did, you know, as the attempt at the comeback was happening. But unfortunately, it just wasn't enough today, and LVG will be taking the second dub. I don't think the round differential actually matters a lot of the time, especially with the VRS points. It's just like win or loss, right? But having a quick look at the updated groups, LVG going 10-2. Minus 72C actually on the top after what must have been a 2-0 win while we were watching this one. And further down, you've got RA as well, 8 and 6 after going 1 for 1 yet again. But they are still in the top half of the league. And you said, Mitch, you know, it is all about just playing for the playoffs. So they're still successful at the moment.
Yeah, doing well for themselves. Just got to exactly that. Keep themselves in a good enough position to contest from playoffs. And then if they can come in hot to the playoffs, let's be real, Rare Adam can legitimately win this entire league and potentially get themselves a Pro League spot if they're feeling themselves on the day. They definitely showed us that on Anubis, Mac.
Yeah, they certainly did. And look, I've been Mac. Pilly's been Pilly, and you guys have been wonderful. Thank you for joining us here for ESL Challenger League Season 49 for another beautiful day of Asian games, as well as OS if you were here earlier. But that's going to be that for the evening. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.